Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the Fireside Chat. There's no dog here because the late Otto has gone to his maker, and the newest bulldog is too frisky. He just won't sit there. But eventually, you'll get to know Mr. Tubbs, hopefully. And sometimes Snoopy makes an appearance. It's amazing how many people in this country know the names of my dogs. It never ceases to crack me up where someone will meet me at the airport and go, I'm really sorry about Otto, but I hope Mr. Tubbs is working out. And I go, oh my God. I'm in Chicago, I live in LA, and somebody's talking to me about my dogs. That's the power of the internet. I mean, there's no way around it. Hi, everybody. So this is a chance to talk to you about what's on my mind and then take your questions. If you just write 5 numbers randomly, 47, 103, etc., and watch those episodes, I promise that you will derive benefit from them. Even when on the rare occasions when I talk about an issue happening at that moment, I always try to make much larger points that are permanently relevant. That is how I think. I always think, what are the lessons to be learned? That's why I don't talk politics much. That's important. Some people must. But that's very immediate. And I think about the larger issues. And I have a larger issue for you today. So it's my column, a recent column that I wrote. It has many aspects to it. One is, what are young Americans learning at school, public or private? Not in every case, but in so many. And it's really sad. So in my column I wrote, and this is really worth trying, if you know someone in college, and by the way, this is true if you're watching in Europe. And I don't expect someone in a non-European context, or at least non-Judeo-Christian context, to know this. But for example, ask your nephew at Princeton, can you name the 4 Gospels? And I suspect that if a student is not a Christian, that a tiny percentage can name the 4 Gospels. Maybe not even know what they are necessarily. How about 5 of the 10 Commandments? That shouldn't be too hard. They all know do not murder, or they might say do not kill, but we'll give them a pass on that. Other than the fact that Washington and Jefferson owned slaves, can they name, how about this? Other than Washington and Jefferson, can you name 2 other founders of the United States of America? I mean, the most basic things, but I'll tell you what they can tell you. What is a preferred pronoun? They're really up on that. Preferred pronouns. And the intersectionality of, I don't know, gender ideology and feminism. I mean, intersectionality is a big word. They could tell you a lot about America's systemic racism. They can tell you, for example, if you ask, this is worth asking them. I didn't have this in my article, but it's worth asking. So given how systemically racist that you think America is, and certainly how you think the police are, how many unarmed blacks do you think are killed a year by the police? And I would be shocked if any young person you ask says anything under 100, and I wouldn't be surprised if you got 1,000. The answer is, depending on which source you go to, between 15 and 23. And unarmed doesn't mean not threatening. You can kill somebody with your hands, or the person might be trying to get the policeman's gun. So they know almost nothing. They graduate and know very, very little. Oh yes, what did I write in there? Name 2 Shakespeare plays. Forget, did you read 2 Shakespeare plays? I'm not going to ask for the moon. Just, can you name 2? I really do wonder if the average American college students can name 2 Shakespeare plays. But the part that really bothers me, and that's what I'm going to get into, is at this point, let me remind you that to see the rest of this fireside chat, go to PragerU.com. The reason we're doing it is we don't know how long social media will allow PragerU access, because we don't, frankly, trust the big tech people because they don't believe in free speech. Therefore, we try to get you to start watching everything at PragerU directly, and you can do that most easily with the PragerU app, but you can do it straight away, PragerU.com. But to see the rest, and it's always worth seeing the rest, go to PragerU.com. See you there.